Think of the mind as being like a prism. This magical tool has the ability to channel the pure light of consciousness into concentrated beams of thought, with each beam resonating at a certain vibrational frequency. Now think of this as the mind's way of communicating with the universe. Every thought acts like a signal, broadcasting a unique energetic signature that conveys messages about what the mind seeks to attract. This process is the driving force behind manifestation, the act of materializing one's desires into existence. Manifestation operates on the principle that by focusing your thoughts on specific outcomes, you can make those outcomes materialize into your life. This is because, according to the law of attraction, the universe is programmed with an energetic matching system where thoughts act as magnets to attract experiences and circumstances that resonate at a similar frequency. By taking control of this process, the law of attraction proposes that one is able to take control of their reality. You are what your deepest desire is, as is your desire, so is your intention, as is your intention, so is your will, as is your will, so is your deed, as is your deed, so is your destiny. Manifestation is fueled by intention. Intention is the will which brings about change in one's life, the force which aims to align one's thoughts, and emotions with their actions and experiences. Just like how a prism reveals the full range of color within white light, intention unlocks a spectrum of possible outcomes that one can manifest into existence. The law of attraction requires that one refines their intentions with laser-like precision, becoming like a skilled craftsman sculpting reality from the materials of the universe. To do so, you must develop a clear vision of what you desire and infuse this vision with a strong emotional charge in order to energize and direct thoughts towards the actualization of the desire. The level of clarity achieved is like adjusting the level of brightness on a light, and it will have a significant influence on manifestation. As one refines their intentions and infuses their thoughts with unwavering belief, the universe becomes compelled to conspire in their favor. The conscious mind may be compared to a fountain playing in the sun and falling back into the great subterranean pool of subconscious from which it rises. In the depths of the human psyche, beneath the level of conscious awareness, lies the engine of intention, the subconscious mind. While a person might consciously desire a loving relationship, they might subconsciously have a fear of rejection, a belief that's rooted in past experiences. This misalignment can lead to self-sabotaging behaviors that prevent their desired relationships from manifesting into their reality. To avoid unwanted manifestations, one must align their subconscious beliefs with their conscious desires. As this alignment takes shape, self-sabotaging behaviors begin to dissolve. Instead, one's vibrational frequency becomes congruent with their conscious desires, attracting the very manifestations that they were once unknowingly pushing away. The subconscious mind can't differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. Therefore, alignment can be achieved through a deliberate practice of embedding new beliefs deep within our psyche, often through repeated exposure with affirmation or visualization. By consistently activating the subconscious mind with positive narratives and images, we essentially trick it into perceiving these new beliefs as concrete facts. Over time, these beliefs become part of our subconscious thought patterns, guiding our actions in a way that aligns with our conscious desires and facilitating the manifestation of those desires into our reality. Manifestation isn't an instantaneous process. It will always require a degree of consistent focus and persistence over time. However, the strength of one's thoughts can influence the speed at which their desires manifest into existence. In the context of the law of attraction, the strength of a thought isn't determined by its positive or negative nature. The universe doesn't operate on principles of moral judgments. Instead, a strong thought is one that is clearly defined with focused intention and charged with powerful emotional energy. Emotions act as physical indicators of the connection with your higher self. When there's a misalignment between your higher self and your current state of being, you will experience negative emotions as an indicator of this mismatch. Positive emotions, on the other hand, are the result of achieving alignment, the outcome of synchronizing one's intentions, thoughts, and actions with the enlightened perspective of their higher self. The path to manifestation is a reflection of the thoughts we choose to nurture and the energy we invest in them. Understanding that the law of attraction is always responding to your vibrational offerings. The key to unlocking the potential within you and around you lies in the ability to forge your thoughts with the clarity of a skilled craftsman and recognize that your emotions will guide you into alignment with your higher self. You can begin to use this emotional guidance system to direct you towards the creation of your desired reality. If the mind is a prism, then consciousness is the light that pervades all of existence, an omnipresent force that flows through the worlds of both mind and matter. By taking control of the prism's angle, the perspective from which we view the world, we take full control of the light that emanates from within. Men believe in the reality of the external world because they do not know how to focus and condense their powers to penetrate its thin crust. Strangely enough, it is not difficult to penetrate this view of the senses. To remove the veil of the senses, we do not employ great effort. The objective world vanishes as we turn our attention from it. We have only to concentrate on the state desire to mentally see it, but to give reality to it so that it will become an objective fact, we must focus our attention upon the desired state until it has all the sensory vividness and feeling of reality. When, through concentrated attention, our desire appears to possess the distinctness and feeling of reality, when the form of thought is as vivid as the form of nature, we have given it the right to become a visible fact in our lives. One can apply meditation to achieve this outcome. The best state to be in is one of meditation, a relaxed state akin to sleep, but a state in which you are still consciously in control of your imagination and capable of fixing your attention on a mental object. If it is difficult to control the direction of your attention while in this state akin to sleep, you may find gazing fixedly into an object very helpful. Do not look at its surface, but rather into and beyond it. Any plain object such as a wall, a carpet, or any object which possesses depth can be helpful. Imagine then that in this depth you are seeing and hearing what you want to see and hear until your attention is exclusively occupied by the imagined state. At the end of your meditation, when you awake from your controlled waking dream, you feel as though you had returned from a great distance. The visible world, which you had shut out, returns to consciousness and by its very presence informs you that you have been self-deceived into believing that the object of your contemplation was real. But if you remain faithful to your vision, this sustained mental attitude will give reality to your visions, and they will become visible, concrete facts in your world. Define your highest ideal and concentrate your attention upon this ideal until you identify yourself with it. Assume the feeling of being it, the feeling that would be yours were you now embodying it. This assumption, though now denied by your senses, if persisted in, will become a fact in your world.